Fiends, forecasters. We're back, ready to attack NFL Week 3. I'm giving you my Sunday full-day forecast. Special guest Tristan Swift might join us on the show. He might not. He was cleaning up. Sorry I'm late. 40 minutes late. I said I was going to be here at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's 8:40. We got to give out some money. Let's give out $40 on the show. 40 minutes late. All what you got to do is stay listening, stay live, and I'm giving out $40 on the show in the middle of the show. So you got to stay listening. Let's get it going. Sorry, Tristan Swift is not here to start it off. So let's start it off with a celebratory shot. Get your vodka poured, and let's have some fun on this one. Week 1 and 2 was very entertaining. I don't normally predict the NFL, specialize in the UFC, but I'm going to start doing more live streams with the NFL, maybe the NHL, NBA basketball, no baseball. I did bet on golf before, though. So join. The link's in bio below if you want to see all the bets that Fight Fiend's going to place in the future. Let's go. Let's get the show on the road, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And the Bengals are on the road. And the Bengals are missing Joe Burrow. Now, they managed to get the win last week. It was sketchy. I bet them to win. Their quarterback barely got it done. This week, I think it's too much. The offensive line without Joe Burrow is going to struggle. And I think Minnesota at home is money. 1-1 this season off a win, a dominant win. I think they can run the ball, throw the ball, and Carson Wentz is the starting quarterback this week, looking to make a splash. I think he'll do just fine. I'm taking Minnesota at home. Slight favorite in this game. Public likes the underdog, the Bengals. But without Joe Burrow, I cannot back this team. They've had struggles in the past. Missed the playoffs last season. They're hot right now. Won their last 7 games. But I can't trust them without Joe Burrow. Joe Shiesty. Can't trust them. We're taking the Vikings for victory. Next game we're talking about at home, the New England Patriots are looking to get the job done versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, old man, throwing the ball for the Steelers. Can he throw 4 touchdown passes like he did in week 1 in this game? I highly doubt it. Patriots are hungry, looking for a playoff berth this season. I trust the Patriots to get the win at home in this spot. Now, it's a tough one. They lost their last 11 games following a win. It's a pick-em game here, and 70% of the money on the Steelers. The public likes the Steelers. I mean, they're a good team, but they're hard to trust as well. I'm going with the home team with low confidence. I think the Patriots are on the rise this season, and the Steelers are a little overrated, overvalued by the public and bookies. We'll see what New England can do. New year for them. I do have a little faith in them to get the job done. They got Drake May, quarterback. Check out his props as well on this game. Another thing to mention, the Steelers failed to cover their last 7 games. They're not good at covering the spread. Tennessee Titans, worst team in the league at home here versus the Indianapolis Colts. Should be a good game. Colts minus 200 in this one. 2-0 to start the year. Indiana is hot right now for sports. Look at the Pacers. Now look at the Colts and how they started their season. And the last 9 games, as a favorite, they beat the AFC. I have to pick them here. Should be a favorite that flies to the window and gets the win here. I'll meet everybody at the cash counter when the Colts win this game. Titans are going to have some trouble this year. Cam Ward, number 1 pick, great quarterback, great future. but I think they're going to start off 0-3. Tough season for the Titans, one of the worst teams this year. They lost their last 8 games, failed to cover the spread in their last 9 games at home, a team you can't trust. Never take Tennessee Titans, and you should probably never take the New York Jets. We'll talk about them soon. The next one is the Jacksonville Jaguars at home versus the Houston Texans. And one thing I want to mention right off the get-go, Trevor Lawrence, not Terrence Lawrence, and his coach might have some beef back and forth. Trevor don't want to listen to his coach, and I think that will cause some problems because the wide receiver on the Jacksonville Jaguars, the best wide receiver, is out. Brian Thomas Jr., questionable with a wrist injury. If he does play, I don't think he's going to be healthy. I think the coach and Lawrence have some stuff going on. They don't like each other. That's just speculation. We'll see what happens. I think the away team, though, the Houston Texans, are ready to go. CJ Stroud, one of my favorite quarterbacks, he's ready to get a win. Not a great start to the season for the Texans, but they won their last 11 road games versus the AFC South. This is a spot they can win and dominate for sure. Jaguars, not a great performance versus the Bengals last week. Bengals had Joe Burrow get hurt early in that game, and the Jaguars could not capitalize. They were on the road. However, I think they have a lot of work to do. Travis Hunter on the Jaguars is a prospect to look out for. Check out his props. He plays both sides of the ball. His highlights are insane, and I think he will do very good this season. Houston's just due for the win. In this spot, they won their last 11 road games versus the AFC South. I trust them in this spot in particular. They covered their last 8 games as a road dog as well. So cover if you don't trust them on the money line. I'm going Texans, slight underdog here on the road. Now we're looking at the Panthers as a home dog, plus 210. Never won yet this year either, playing the Atlanta Falcons. And I mean, if you're going to take an underdog at home, this might be the team. The Panthers had a good end to last season, and Bryce Young can throw the pigskin pretty far and pretty accurately. Now, he had a tough start to his career, but at the end of the last season there, I think Carolina showed they have a little bit of promise. They might win a game or two. This might be one of them. They covered the spread in their last 6 games as an underdog following a loss. They can at least cover this game. They won as underdogs 5 out of their last 6 in this matchup at home versus the Falcons. So the underdog team won 5 out of the last 6 games between these two teams in Carolina. And Carolina is usually the underdog in this matchup. I got to take the home dog, Carolina Panthers, showing a little promise at the end of last season. Yet to show us a win this season. Bryce Young ready to go at home. I'll have a little faith. Fight Fiends have a little faith. They have to fight for their right to party. We got to take the plus money if we want to party on this one. Although, on the other side, the Falcons, let me tell you, Bijan Robinson props are producing. Check out Instagram. Cash the bet on Robinson there. He can rush the ball. He can get touchdowns. Just where the fuck is Drake London? Honestly. Drake London, where are you, dude? Falcons could be the pick if Drake London was producing, but I don't know where he's at. I don't know where that guy went to. It's all Bijan Robinson for the Falcons. And Saquon Barkley and Hurts are doing it all for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they're at home. And they are dominant at home. Won their last 11 games. Now they face the LA Rams at home. They're going to win again. Former Super Bowl champs, potential future Super Bowl champs, Philadelphia Eagles, fly in this fight. Rams are going to struggle. They have new players on the team, still figuring things out. Started the season off hot, 2-0, due for a loss. Cannot fade Philadelphia when they won their last 11 games at home. The public money and bets are on them, but the price reflects it. Philadelphia is the favorite, rightfully so at home. And the Rams, in their last 7 games covered the spread on the road. So let's be careful not to take this spread on the Eagles here. I think they win, but not by a touchdown. Saquon can run the ball. Hurts can run the ball. You got A.J. Brown on the wing there. Lots of options for the Philadelphia Eagles at home. Dominant at home. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Let's make this money. On to the next game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the team you should never bet, the New York Jets. And we're not betting them or picking the New York Jets here. I'm telling you that. Buccaneers is the bet and pick in this game. Baker Mayfield, he's a decent quarterback, and he's going to do a lot better than what the New York Jets have to offer here. They have some options, not enough. When Tampa Bay gets healthy, they're a playoff team. They won their last 13 out of 14 games at home versus a team on a losing streak. They're going to dominate this game. Jets lost their last 10 versus the NFC South. They struggle in this spot. They're going to struggle in this game. We're going Buccaneers, and we're getting a bag. Baker Mayfield is getting this money. Week 3. Week 3, I think Washington Commanders might struggle, though, versus Las Vegas Raiders. No Jaden Daniels. That popped up on the phone today. Wasn't too happy. I was looking at the Washington Commanders in this spot for the win. Let's take a drink. A little sad about that. Jaden Daniels, hopefully he's healthy, ready to go week 4, week 5, because this team has Super Bowl potential. I think the Commanders, after last year, have a statement to make. Still one of the top teams. Chiefs don't look too good right now, do they? They look terrible. I think Commanders could make a statement. Jaden Daniels has to get healthy. Scary Terry has to get those touchdowns. And this team's going to be very scary. Commanders, backup quarterback is pretty good, though. And we're going to have faith in him in this spot at home versus the Raiders, who are not good as underdogs. They hardly win as underdogs. They lost their last 6 as underdogs versus the NFC. We take the Commanders for the win at home. No Jaden Daniels. I know. You don't like it, but they're still going to get it done. They can run the ball and do it any which way. Let's go. Washington Commanders for the win. Last game, 1 p.m. Eastern time. You got the two buckets. And I'm going with the yellow bucket in this one, Green Bay Packers. I think Cleveland Browns should pack it in week 3. Not much to offer this season. 0-2 to start the season. Very tough matchup here. Packers won their last 8 games as a favorite versus the AFC North. Very winnable game here because the Browns lost their last 8 games. They can't win a game to save their life. What they need to do to save their life is change their logo, franchise, design, everything. And they might start to pick up some wins. Easy pick here, Green Bay Packers. Cleveland should pack it in early this season. It's not looking too good. Now it's time. 4 o'clock, 4:25. Let's be alive, ready to go here. 4 games, LA Chargers, Denver Broncos on the road. Broncos 1-1 this season. They have one option on the wing, Cortland Sutton. And I don't think it'll be enough versus LA Chargers. We can run the ball at home here, have some options on the wing. I think Chargers can command this win and dominate at home. 2-0 to start the season. I think they're a team that honestly covers the spread. Covered the spread in their last 6 games versus the AFC West. The spread is -1.5. Chargers probably win by a touchdown or more versus the Broncos, who now go on the road, lost their last 6 games as underdogs. They're a hard team to back as a betting underdog, and I'm not doing it here. I'm taking the home team with the lightning bolt as their logo. Hell yeah. Fight Fiend Forecast is all in on the LA Chargers. Home favorite, rightfully so. It is a close price game compared to a lot of other games we talked about, but I have faith in the Chargers and there is a lot of value on this pick as well. Home team has won each of the Broncos' last 8 games as well. Let me not forget to mention that stat. Seattle versus New Orleans. It's going to be raining, 50% chance in this game. It's in Seattle. And Seattle has some new players as well, just like the LA Rams. But I like Seattle's changes more. They got Sam Darnold, Cooper Kupp, and this team is going to make a splash, potentially raining today as well. Sunday, I'm taking Seattle at home. Saints, tough start, 0-2 to start the season. Another team that potentially could pack it in early, honestly. They're not looking great. They're not looking sharp. And for the love of God, Seattle at home should get it done here. They failed to cover versus NFC in their last 5 games, but this is a spot they should win, should cover the spread, and dominate. Cooper Kupp, I don't think he got a touchdown yet this season. Maybe he can find a touchdown. Sam Darnold throw 2 touchdown passes at least versus this defense. Should be doable. There's a lot of props you can take. All the props and bets that I will be placing officially will be in my Patreon. $5 a month or $28 a month to become a Zodiac forecaster. See the numerology codes. We hit Tyreek Hill last night. Huge touchdown, huge bet. Check out Instagram. I post all the bet wins on Instagram there. Check out all the links in bio below. I really appreciate that. Taking your time to check all the links out. Check out the live stream. And now it's time for the $40 giveaway. Everybody listening live has the chance to win $40 right here, right now. A couple more games to predict. The next one is going to be the 49ers and Cardinals. All right. First comment in the live stream chat right now that says Kyler gets that $40. $40 is going to Kyler in the live chat. All what you got to do in the live chat is type Kyler. Kyler Murray, the quarterback for the friggin' Cardinals. That's going to get you $40 right here, right now, before this prediction. You got to be listening to Fight Fiend when he goes live. He's giving out money, all right? That's why you join the live stream, stay in the chat. You can win an easy $40. And Kyler is going to Fatal. Big $40 for Fatal. Kyler, thank you for showing up. Might not be enough versus San Francisco 49ers at home. Slight favorite. Kyler Murray's going to run the ball, but I mean, he has no one really to throw to, and I don't trust his arm. He's not really throwing touchdown passes. You know, he'll probably go out there and do it in this game, but Brock Purdy seen a Super Bowl matchup with Patrick Mahomes not too long ago. The 49ers team has a deep team defensively, offensively. This is a team that's been in the playoffs the last couple of years. Cardinals haven't done much. They're a team on the rise. I mean, as an underdog, perfect spot to make an upset, make a splash, work into a playoff spot. But the 49ers seem good enough to win this game, in my opinion. The stats are pretty good. Cardinals lost their last 5 as an underdog and failed to cover the spread in those games. And the last 4 games at home, the 49ers lost versus NFC West. Both ways you look, stats aren't good. Flip a coin. I'm taking the 49ers. We flipped a coin and gave $40 to Fatal. Typing in Kyler in the live chat. I appreciate that, Fatal. Thank you for staying active in that live chat and staying forecasted. And if you want to win $100 this week, stay tuned till the end. We're giving it $100. All what you got to do, comment on the video once we're done going live. Put your lock parlay, your favorite parlay on Sunday. Put hashtag F3 and the best odds will get $100 at the end of the day. So comment below your favorite parlay, lock parlay, plus 100 odds or above. Best odds gets to win in a tiebreaker. Let's get it done. Comment your lock parlay, favorite parlays below. We'll talk about it at the end of the show. We're moving on to the next game. We're not here to waste your time. 20 minutes in, 40 minutes late, just gave out 40 to Fatal. Now let's talk about Tristan Swift's home team, the Chicago Bears versus the Dallas Cowboys. Somehow, some way, Dallas managed to get the win in a crazy comeback last week. Went to overtime. They got scored on with a minute left. I thought it was over. Yeah, I bet the Cowboys in a parlay. Thank you, it hit. I don't know if they can get it done this week. Bears have not won at home in their last 6 games. Seems like a team due for the win. Bookies have this price 50-50, which is crazy. I think Dallas should be a favorite. Bookies indicate this is going to be a close game. You got to respect the bookies in this situation. Bears, hungry for a win at home. Lost their last 6 at home. Completely embarrassing for the franchise of Chicago. They need a win here, and they need it now. We've seen the Cowboys struggle at the end of the game versus the Giants. Let up a big pass, big touchdown end of the game. I think the Bears can take advantage, but they're going to have to run the ball, and it's not going to be an easy game to win versus the Cowboys. The luck is on the side of the Cowboys, and they seem to find a way to win. 1-1 to start the season. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, to be honest, Dallas fans. But they should win this game. I don't even know who I'm picking. I feel like Chicago's going to pull it off. Lost their last 6 at home. Bookies have it 50-50. That's an indication to me Chicago probably wins. But they're probably going to shit the bed because they're a shitty team. I'm not going to lie. Chicago has not done much over the last couple of years. They can hardly win a game. Not an entertaining game to watch when you're watching the Bears. Hate to say it. Give me the Cowboys. They're going to find a way. But I will not bet on the Cowboys this week. Not this week. Hopefully Chicago can win at home here. Embarrassing franchise. Sunday night football. 8:20 Eastern time. And I got the stats and facts for this one. Sunday night football. New York Giants at home versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs minus 300. Holy moly. I wonder if the bookies know this stat, Fiends. The Giants won the last 7 games at home versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I wonder if the bookies know that stat, Fiends. We're getting plus money, plus 240 on the Giants. They're winning versus the Chiefs at home. They've won at home versus the Chiefs. Their last 7. And I think they can do it again here. Failed to cover in the last 4 games versus the NFC is Kansas City. Xavier Worthy making a season debut. That's questionable. I mean, this team is going through a phase. 0-2 to start the season. I think the underdog is live at home here. MetLife Stadium. Won their last 7 games at home versus the Chiefs. We're going with the Giants. We're going big on an underdog bet. The hell with it. That stat is way too good to fade, especially with how Kansas City has started the season. No one's going to expect them to go 0-3. That's why all the money's on Kansas City here, and we're going to fade it. Kansas City's going to have a bad start to this season. We're going Giants. Now, what you got to do is let me know your favorite parlay in the comment section below, not in the live stream chat, in the comment section. Hashtag F3, your favorite parlay, lock parlay, plus 100 odds or above in a giveaway, tiebreaker, best odds gets to win. So there could be 2-3 winners. Best odds gets to win. Don't be greedy with it, but be a little crazy. Put an underdog, put a over-under, take a spread on a team if you want. No player props. It has to be a spread, over-under, or money line pick on that parlay as well. Don't be greedy with it. Let's get the win week 3, Fiends. F3, 4L. I guess the special guest, Tristan Swift, didn't show up, so Thanks, Fatal, for the $40, $100 given out on the comment section below. Hopefully Tristan doesn't comment. Try to grab that 100, because if he wins, he ain't getting it. He didn't even